Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys and gals a little bit about understanding why we need to celebrate and acknowledge every single win and success in PR and in the gym and anything fitness related. And the reason we need to do that is because people need to understand you have to fall in love with the journey. Because if you don't focus upon the journey, right, the process, and you instead focus entirely on the outcome, you will probably be less successful. Everyone tells you this in every endeavor in life. You will always find, no matter what it is, no matter what skill or goal or whatever, that the most successful people out there tell everyone over and over and over, you cannot obsess over the outcome. Okay? You have to be obsessed over the process. You have to focus on the process, love the process, live the process. Like once you know what your goal is, you need to spend all your time focused on the path then to get there, and you kind of forget a little bit about the end goal. Okay, so when we are looking at our fitness stuff, we also have to understand most of our fitness goals are going to take a lot longer than we initially think when we look at them, right? And we don't understand always that it's small processes. It's a tiny set of processes that get us there. And I think it's really important that we remember that. So in other words, if your goal is to, bench press 225 pounds, right? Let's say that you have set out with that for a goal. Let's ignore the fact you guys are watching me do rep work with 315. All right. Because 225 is a totally respectable milestone. And for a lot of people, that may be like their real serious goal. I mean, the average guy at the gym can't do it. So let's put that in perspective there. So let's say your goal is to bench 225, or your goal is to lose 50 pounds of body weight. Right? It's going to take some time to get there, unless you're just really lucky in certain ways. Now, the body fat, not so much. It's not going to matter. It's going to take time no matter what. But unless you're just really a gifted person, right, and not the average Joe, benching a 225 may take you a while. I've known guys who it ended up taking them several years of consistent hard work to get there. Okay, I've known quite a few guys who it wasn't like a 1 year goal, it wasn't a 2 year goal, and that's just reality. And I'm gonna go so far as to say that could probably be half the dudes at the gym. So when you look at it from that perspective and you step back and go, okay, well, I want to get to that 225. Like I'm just now finally got to 135 for one rep. That seems forever away. Yeah, and it may be. So once you celebrate that milestone, right? That 135, you finally graduated to putting a full big boy plate on, right? You got a full plate on each side. Well, that's a victory. Okay? And you need to accumulate those victories. You need to accumulate those wins. And there are times when literally I change rep ranges. And this is where it's going to get funny to people. I get people who don't understand that. I'm a very advanced lifter. It takes a lot for me to sometimes put 5 pounds on a lift or 10 pounds on a lift. Like it could take me a year. It could take me 2 years to do that. So sometimes to get those small victories, because they add up psychologically, sometimes we just need to change rep ranges. And that sounds crazy. I will sometimes do that. They're like, dude, whatever, you did 14 reps with this whatever dumbbell, and then you went up 5 pounds in the dumbbells, but you only got 10 reps, and then you're counting it as a PR. Yes. So on an isolation movement, if I got 14 or 15 reps with a 30-pound dumbbell and I go up to a 35 and I get 10, I'm going to mark that as a victory. And people say, that's really just the same strength level. You didn't even really go up, you lost reps. See, that's the mindset of a loser. This is why I'm a champion. This is why I coach champions. This is why I've put people on national level platforms, world level platforms, why I've broken like 7 state records. Okay? Because I think like a winner. The person who says the latter is a loser. Let me state that again. The person who says the latter is a loser. They think like a loser, and they are going to fail. Ooh, they are a failure. They're going to fail at everything they do in life. if that's their criticism of someone doing that. Because that means that that's how they think. That's their mindset. All right? The winner looks at that victory and says, okay, that's a victory. I'm going to accumulate some more victories. Let's get some wins. You need to be winning at something every week. And 1,000 victories turns into a lot. Hell, even 50 victories. You win at something that you're doing with your fitness every single week. You find a victory and you claim it. I don't care how small it is. I lost a whole pound. Hell yeah. Right? Let's say you're 215 right now and you're like, I really healthy body weight. I really need to be down at 175. Okay? All right. For your height or whatever. Well, you're 215. When you get to 214, that's a victory. Don't stand around and go, well, I didn't lose 3 pounds this week. No, because you shouldn't be losing 3 pounds in a week. You're losing muscle and water at that point. I promise you, if you're 215, you're not losing 3 pounds of fat in a week anyways. So just stop. You lost a pound. Was your protein high? Was your training dialed in? Did you dehydrate yourself? No. Then you know that was probably all fat. That's a whole pound of fat. You need to accept the win. Take the win, take the victory. Did you gain a rep somewhere on a lift? Did you put 2.5 pounds on a lift somewhere? Right? Like whatever. I mean, I was doing 225 for 10 and I went up to 230 and I only got 8 reps. Okay, did you go up 5 pounds? Well, yeah. What if you went up 10, which is 235 on a lift you've been doing 10 with, you got 8? 235? Yeah? Did you ever lifted 235 for reps on that exercise before? No? So that's a PR. You've been doing 3 sets of 10 with 225, right? Like, yeah, I got 11 on one set this week finally. First time you got 11 reps on any of your sets? Yeah, well, that's a lifetime PR. You count it. You take that win. The reason the conjugate system does it that way, by the way, where they track maxes on 20 or 30 different exercises. Ooh, you know why? They get PRs all the time. So they can get PRs all the time. That's why they do it. Yep. And it works. Works. There's a method to that madness. It's a viable strategy. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.